Hello. It says we're live. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Today, hi. I have had to reschedule this live like 2 times because I've had stuff going on that's been a little stressful and has definitely taken up a lot of my time. So I had to reschedule, but I am here and I'm ready. I don't have a lot of time today for this stream, but I'm ready to get some work done. Let me know what you're working on. I am working on what am I on? I'm on chapter 23 of Ben. So in the last couple days, I've done I think 2 chapters of Ben. I'm behind basically. I'm behind on I mean not crazy behind, but I need to basically I need to get on it, okay? So that's what we're doing. That's what the stream is about. I'm just gonna try to, power through a bunch of sprints, as many as I can, so I can hopefully get 1 chapter of Ben done today. During the stream, I would love to get 2 done. So the chapters that I'm currently working on and that I have been working on over the last couple days are, I skipped a bunch in the middle, but they're the last couple chapters. And in the second draft, these chapters are pretty bare bones compared to the earlier chapters. Like up till chapter 18, the chapters are pretty chunky, but 19 onward, I think it's like a total of less than 10,000 words for all those chapters up to chapter 24. So I have been working on bumping them up a little bit, but they are fairly short and they're pretty quick. I don't know that they need to be like crazy longer than they are, but they're definitely underwritten. So I'm doing what I can to bump them up a bit, but I also think that I'm going to need a lot of help from CPs with how to really strengthen these last couple of chapters. So I feel like it's going to be fairly quick because I think it's mostly going to be a quick run through of the chapter. There is 1 chapter where I have an idea for something that I want to add to it, but the other ones I don't really quite know what to add at this point. So I think it's going to be pretty quick. I think I'm going to run through them pretty quick. Okay. Let's see who's here. Working on part 2 of my second novel. Nice. Over 54K. Still waiting on when to print my first novel. You mean like publish your first novel? Tell me more. Michael, hello. Oh my gosh, you're not late. It's all good. I love the stream hopping. That's a good sign. I love when there's just like constant streams going on. You could just hang out all day with people. Working on camp project today. Nice. Hoping to get 1 chapter done. Yes, same. Hang on, I lost my Renee. Hello. Hi. Hello, friend. Working on edits and reading my current book. Nice. Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Allen. Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of that. Bree is here. Hello. Love you. Miss you. When are we doing our wine and write night? Come on. We gotta do it. Waiting on when to print it, to revise it. Ooh, do it now. Oh my gosh, where's my, hello? Do it. This is my second draft. My first draft was just like, it was not ready to be printed. I was like, I'm not going to waste paper on that. But my second draft, while still not great, felt more like the complete novel, so I printed it, and it's my favorite thing. Sometimes I just bring it, like, especially for the first 2 weeks, I just brought the book everywhere with me. I brought it into, if I moved, if I was sitting on the couch, I just had it on the couch. I wouldn't be working on it, but I just want it near me. And it is my favorite thing. So highly recommend. And I also, especially for early, if you're printing your like earlier drafts, I definitely recommend the spiral binding because you can really just like, you know, go to town on this thing and it's really easy to handle. So print it now, basically, is what I'm saying, because you're gonna love it. It brings me so much joy. Finishing up my real job right now. Tons of writing last night. Ooh, but I also write a little more of my new stuff. Yay! Please write more of this short story. You finished it, right? Like it's done. So you're right? Is that what happened the last time we talked about it? This month has been crazy. Maybe I can plan for early August. Yes. Let's do it. August is definitely feeling better for me as far as busy. There's like something that I have planned in August, but July is like August is going to be pretty tame as far as writing Ben goes because it'll be with my CPs. So definitely, I think something for August where I can work on some other stuff. That would be really fun to do. Our wine and write night for sure. Yeah, Lulu, that's what I used. That's what I used. I've never used anything else. I was gonna do Staples. I think like back in the day, Staples was the place to go, but Lulu, that's where I got this one. Finished short story number 1. This is short story number 2. You want to submit to the first line. Nice. I'm very excited about this. End of July. End of July. I have like birthdays and stuff. We'll talk about about it, but hopefully we can figure something out soon because it's been too long. Anyway, I have this plate of wings here that I'm dying to eat. They like just finished right before the stream, so I'm gonna spend the first. I just realized I didn't set up my timer. I'm gonna spend the first sprint eating wings and a little bit of writing potentially, but definitely eating my wings is priority for me during this first sprint. I want to get on it because I have my air conditioning on and it's hitting my wings. So I don't want them to get too cold. I'm gonna try to revise the first chapter of my first novel. That's so exciting. It needs a lot of work. Girl, I'm on the 3rd draft of my first chapter of my first novel, and it's bad. Like it's like it's one of my least favorite. At least like the opening part is still just so I can't quite get it right. Wings, yes. I can't wait. I don't even know how many I have. There's like 15 wings here. I'm gonna do them all though. I'm gonna eat them all for sure. It's happening. I'm really hungry. Okay, so let's get into our first sprint because okay, that's set up. We need to get some work done, and it's 4. Okay, yeah. So I need to be out of here in roughly 2 hours. So share screen. Sweet. Okay. So yeah. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay. Hi. How did everybody do? I don't know why I feel like I need to whisper. How did everybody do? I'm feeling pretty good. I've been eating, this is my dessert. I've just been eating chocolate chips. Um I'm one of those people that when I eat something salty, I absolutely need something sweet right after. So hence the chocolate chips. Oh my god, I'm getting them all over my couch. How did everybody do? I finished my chicken wings, 14 chicken wings, by the way. That's what I just ate. I just scarfed those down. Delicious. I don't know what I did this time. I think it's because I left them longer than usual, like in the seasoning. They were delicious. And they were juicy. It was so good. Anyway, so I did that for the first half of the sprint, and then I I made some pretty good progress. I'm actually feeling I feel like I got some momentum going, so I want to roll into the next sprint pretty quick. But I I did a page, so I went through a page of chapter. What am I on again? Chapter 23. So this is the second last chapter. Um, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I have, how much do I have left? This chapter again isn't very long, so I only have about like less than 1,000 words left in this chapter. I might be adding a little bit because it feels a little, I don't know, the last couple bits of this chapter feel a little bit disjointed, but I'm feeling good about if I don't get it done in the next sprint, then definitely the third sprint, the one after, I should get it because I feel like I made some pretty good progress for. I think I started working on it in the last 10 minutes, so I'm feeling good. But yeah, how did everybody else do? I think someone came in. Hello, hi. Um, James, 151 words, nice. Ooh, read 2 chapters and ordered chicken teriyaki bowl with red. I love all of those words. Every single one of those words, I love them, and I'm very happy for you. 704. Nice. Leaving early because I'm helping with at my church. I don't want to have my phone out with the stream on, so. Okay, well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, leave whenever. This is, this is a chill place. You can come and go as you please. I started writing about 15 minutes ago. My kids always distract me. I feel that. I mean, not that I have kids, but I have 2 rats, and they're very distracting. So I can imagine. 270 words. That's not bad. That's really good. Yeah, right? 704. You guys are on fire. But yeah, I would love to hop right into the next sprint because we're trying to get work done, okay? We're trying to get caught up, get ahead. So for those of you who don't know, I'm currently unemployed. I finished my last show that I was working on in like mid-May-ish, pretty much, early-ish mid-May. So I've been unemployed since then, and it's been lovely as far as like for my mental and physical health. Lovely. And I didn't really have anything lined up, so I've felt pretty relaxed as far as like getting things done. But I was someone reached out to me today about potentially working on a show that would start in September. And I'm thinking about taking it because, got to pay rent. So since they reached out to me and I've been like considering taking the show and knowing that I would likely start in September, I just have this like, I don't know, I just got hit with like a wave of anxiety of like, okay, there's so much that you want to get done and now you need to get it done, or like, now you have like less time to get it done. Like you're not just relaxed, willy-nilly, working from home, working for yourself. Like you're gonna have to like work again. And so you're gonna have very little time. So that's it's making me feel anxious, and I feel like I need to just like move, even though I'm supposed to get this draft done by the end of August anyway. So this doesn't really affect, my bend plans. It still made me nervous. Like I'm just, I'm like, there's no time. I haven't even agreed to work, but I'm like, you gotta hurry up. That's like my biggest thing. I constantly feel like I'm running out of time. Like I just don't have enough time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Bree, finished work, and man, I feel like I hit a wall. I'm suddenly exhausted. Oh no. I feel that though. That's been happening to me a lot lately, and I'm not even working. But I get to like a certain time in the evening. I'm not a night person. I'm learning. It's like a certain time in the evening where I'm like, I'm done. And like even if like, there's dishes in the sink or like whatever, I'm like, I'm done. I can't, like I'm just done. And I just go to bed. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. So I feel that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're feeling exhausted. But don't force yourself. Do something kind of fun, like maybe like a fancy little drink or something, a snack, some chocolate chips, and then see how you feel. I really write a lot, especially when I don't have time to spend. Nice. I wish I was the same way. Usually the like time restraint will have the opposite effect on me. I'm just like, I can't, and I'll write a couple words. Do you write for shows, or what kind of work is it? I wish I wrote for shows. No, I work on set. I am an on-set first assistant props person. So I basically my job is just to make sure that the actors have their props, like the main actors, background. That's me. I make sure that people have their props, whatever it may be. Okay, I'm gonna start this next sprint because I'm just eating chocolate chip. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. I'm gonna grab some chips. Nice. What kind of chips? I'm gonna love chips. I miss chips. I'm currently not eating potatoes, so I've been missing chips. I should make my own sweet potatoes because I'm eating sweet potatoes, just not regular potatoes. Maybe I'll recreate the minds of. Dude, okay. In case people don't know, Bree has like a TikTok and stuff. I think you also put it on Instagram. But anyway, she like uploaded a TikTok and whatever the other day with like this made me want to watch Lord of the Rings so bad. But recently she did this like I guess like the marathon of it with her friends, but they made different cocktails. And it was like basically, themed cocktails, and it was so cool. I love that. It made me want to have a cocktail, but also watch Lord of the Rings. So thank you for that. Influencer here. Have I met any famous actors on set? What do you consider famous? So I'll give you just an example based on the shows I worked on. I worked on season 2 and 3 of Shadowhunters. I don't even remember what show. Suits. I worked on Designated Survivor. What else have I worked on? Most recently I worked on the show Pachinko, which is like a Korean, like a Japanese Korean show. I don't remember what shows I've worked on. Oh, Glamorous. Glamorous just came out on Netflix, so you can go watch that and see my work. So I worked on Glamorous, which I don't remember her name. Oh my god, I'm so bad with people's names. But I can't remember her name. The main actress in that was Samantha in Sex and the City. So yeah, I worked with like a few. Yeah, I've met Justin Long. I worked on a movie with him many years ago. I don't remember people's names. I'm terrible. But yeah, some famous, I guess, people. But I'm not working with like Julia Roberts or anything, or like George Clooney. I'm not at that level yet. I mostly do shows. When I do movies, like maybe I'll be able to work with the more, I don't know, A-list. I don't know. But yeah, a few people. Are there any notable shows you worked on that you could talk about, or at least name? Yeah, so those shows I have worked on. I also worked on, although the show only had one season, what's it called? Why the Last Man? Yeah, Designated Survivor. I worked on the Comey Rule. Is that what it ended up being called? It was like a mini series. No, I just really don't remember any shows I worked on. But yeah, most recently was Glamorous and Pachinko. And those are, it's like Pachinko's on Apple TV and Glamorous just released this June, last month, on Netflix. Do both. I forget. See, I have a terrible memory. What were we talking about? But yes, I'm sure I should. I'm sure I should do both. I will. Sweet potato chips are amazing. See, now I really want them. I might make some soon because I have a bunch of sweet potato. Every time my stepmom makes them, she puts different seasoning on. I think one of them is. Oh, yes, that would be so good. That's almost like a like a sweet potato pie type thing. That flavor combination. Or it'd be like turkey with like yams and stuff, like candied yams. Yeah, I think Suits is on Netflix. I think a lot of shows that I've. Kim Cattrall, yes, that's the one. Kim, yes, I worked with her. I did meet Matthew and Harry. Harry's hilarious. I love Harry. So funny. All those, honestly, to this day, that show is probably still my favorite. It's technically I think it's mostly my favorite because it was like my first for like real full-time show call. And I worked on it the longest. I did the last 2 seasons. But also like the cast. It was definitely like the most fun and friendly cast. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I could gush about it forever. Such a good time. Cocktail and watch a movie. Oh yes. Oh my god, yes. I will. Absolutely. I stand by what I said. I will do both. Mostly curious because I know Supernatural. Oh, I never got into Supernatural. I feel like I've talked about this before, either in a vlog or on a live stream. I've never watched, I can't say I've ever watched a complete or partial episode of Supernatural, but I feel like I know it so well just because of how ingrained it is in the culture. But I do want to watch it because it's like so up my alley. So I don't know why I never really got into it. It was just not, I just didn't watch it. Like I didn't actively not watch it, but I just never got into it. Yeah, it would have been cool. I also wanted to work on, oh my god, what's it called? Riverdale, because I was very obsessed with Riverdale for a while. But that was filmed in BC, I think, like Vancouver. Yeah, I'm in like Ontario, so we only get the certain types of shows. And Vancouver gets like other really cool shows too. Put them on the grill or oven with the seasonings. I do love sweet potato pie as well. I used to. There was a while where I was like really trying. Like I tried making like kale chips and I tried making like my own potato chips, and they just never really turned out. But I want to try again. I wish I had what are they called? Oh my god, the air fryer. That's the one. I'm not okay today. Today is an especially bad day for my memory. I want to get one of those air fryers and try. I feel like it would be really good in an air fryer. It would be hard to mess it up because I don't like deep frying. So I think an air fryer would be really cool. And yes, that's what I've heard. Supernatural is amazing. And I really like the actors in it. They're very nice to look at. So I'm sure I would have a great time. And like it's about like ghosts and demons, and it's just it would totally be my thing. So I need to get on it, but it's an investment of time because isn't it like 20 seasons long or something? Like it's super long. So I'm not prepared to do that. It's very hard for me. The last couple of years, I don't know if it's because of like anxiety or what, but the last couple of years, it's been hard to like start a new show, especially something that's like big. So I'll work my way up. I'll work my way up for sure. How do you get into a job like that? Did you have to take a specific in school? I think it would be so fun. You don't technically need uh, to take anything. I went to film school. I did 3 years of film school. I got an advanced diploma. Uh, the one thing film school helped me to do, like helped me with, was figure out like what branch of the film industry I wanted to go to, because it did allow me to try a lot of the different jobs. So I did, like I did sound, I did cinematography, I did, like lighting and stuff. I did all those. I did editing, and it made me realize that I don't want to do those things. And the things that I ended up specializing in my last year was like production design, so more of like art department type stuff. There was nothing props related, which is what I ended up going into, but it was like art department stuff. So I knew I wanted to go that way. And then also I specialized in screenwriting, which was just always something that I knew I wanted to do because I love writing. Um, but yeah, I ended up going into props. Anyway, how did we get here? How did we get to this place? I'm gonna start the timer very soon. But yeah, work. I don't know. I don't remember how I started talking about work. Oh, because I'm running. I feel like I'm running out of time. That's what it is. Speaking of time, let's go into our next sprint, and then we'll chat a little bit after that if you guys still have questions about film stuff. But yeah, in summation, loved working on Shadowhunters. It was great, and that's pretty much it. Okay, let me share my screen, and we'll get going. It's getting really dark because it's so cloudy outside. Okay, where are we? Are we on? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in 25 minutes. Good luck. Okay. How did everybody do? Ooh, let me turn off this banner. Sorry about the lighting. It's so dark in here. Yeah, how did everybody do? I am so close. I think I have. That sprint felt really good. I'm really just I'm just getting through this chapter quick. Mostly there's like a little bit of line editing that I'm doing. I've added a couple little details, but it's all pretty much, good to go for this draft. So I have 320 words left to go through. I'm feeling really good about that. Definitely this next sprint, I'll be done this chapter. And then I think that's all I'll really have time for. I'm going to try to fit, is that 40 minutes? I'm going to try to fit like another maybe 25-minute sprint and then like a 15 just to end off the stream, maybe something like that. But yeah, how did everybody do? This chapter's, I like this chapter that I'm working on. It's kind of, there's like a moment, like things happen. And then the next chapter is also really important. It's the last chapter. So there's something that like I really want to get right, especially in these last two chapters. So a part of me is like kind of like stressed about getting it right and like making it really impactful. But like I was saying, I think I just really need my CPs to look it over and let me know. Give me some feedback, some guidance at this point. This is a siren. But yeah, how did we do? Where am I? Where did we leave off? Keep missing these live streams. Oh, I'm sorry you missed it. We still, I don't know if you're still here, but we still have at least one more sprint. A sprint and a half, basically, to do. And grab dinner. Nice. I think it's gonna be really nice for me in general. Fair. Yes, keep me posted for sure. Love you. Bye. 190 words for James. Nice. Holly, not much writing got done that time, but plan on writing more after dinner. Nice. I love it. Let's I need to, oh my god, did I finish? There's like 3 chocolate chips left. I was just about to say I need to get these away from me, but no, it's basically done. It's too late. I'm just gonna finish it off. I'll buy more tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. I love chocolate chips. They're my favorite little like writing snack or like watching TV snack. So good. Any of my current draft and so far I've edited. Ooh, 9,000 words. So feeling mixed about it. Some things just don't make the cut though. Honestly, I feel that. That's definitely something that I need to do myself. And I thought that I would really be doing that in this draft. But instead of cutting out the things that I feel like probably can be cut out, because I am trying to get the draft down to 100K or under. It's at 106 right now. Instead of like cutting, killing my darlings and cutting out those scenes that I feel like I probably don't need to keep in this, in this book, I added more to the scenes to try to make them like try to justify keeping them in the draft. So that's fine. That's okay. This is kind of I feel like I'm doing developmental edits in like 3 drafts, like in 3 parts. I'm doing my own kind of this is my like developmental edit pass, this third draft. Um, and then I'm going to be doing another draft based on developmental like critique and feedback from my critique partners. And then I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to be, you know, sending the draft to my editor in January, where I'll be doing another, you know, developmental round of edits. So it's fine that I didn't cut out the stuff that I thought I would need to cut out and that I probably should. I don't know. I couldn't make the call by myself, okay? Some things I have cut out, like it's more of like on a line level basis and like little details. I've cut some stuff out, but nothing major. It's hard. It's too hard. You're buying yourself some time. Yeah. I've justified a few bits to keep and by combining some chapters. Yeah, I've kind of been doing that as much as possible. And it feels productive, okay? It feels like I'm doing good, you know? Like it's the right move to make right now. So we'll see. I really just need a few other people to read it other than me so that I can have a better sense of how to progress, like how to move forward with the next developmental draft. But anyway, let me set the timer because I want to get into it's already 5:30. I want to get into at least another 25-minute sprint before we're done with this stream. So distracted. Oh, something I wanted to mention. I got my first arc today. I've never gotten an arc before. I mean, I haven't really tried to get arcs before because I'm terrible at reviewing. Um, like I'm just not good at reviewing, and as like my as an indie author, I feel uncomfortable like reviewing, like especially other indie authors' books. I don't know. There's something kind of like icky about it. But I'm also very much like I want to support other indie authors, especially. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to go about that. But anyway, I got my first arc today, and I'm very excited. It's Heart of Skulls by Ashley Early. Um, she's lovely. I follow her on Instagram and on TikTok. I don't remember how. I don't remember when she came into my life, but I've really, grown to love her. So I'm very excited to read it, and it's a thriller. It's like a suspense horror thriller. I'm very excited. That's like it's right up my alley. Anyway, I'm talking way too much during this stream. This is what happens when I don't stream for a while. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're just gonna get moving. Okay, we're just gonna get into this next sprint, and hopefully I can. I don't know. Maybe there'll be enough time for one little sprint after this, but we'll see. I really just want to get at least this chapter done. All right. Good luck. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay. How did everybody do? I keep forgetting. This is honestly becoming a problem. I keep forgetting to start the timer. I don't know why. But anyway, we got it. We got it going about, I think, less than 5 minutes into the stream, so we're good. Um, but how did everybody do? I think that's going to be our last sprint because it is about 6 p.m. and I need to go see my parents. But that sprint was awesome because not only did I finish chapter 23, I had like, I don't know, 2 lines left to go over. So I finished chapter 23 and I also finished chapter 24, um, which was a very short chapter. It's like 700 words, but I finished it and it feels so good. So I managed to finish 2 chapters during this sprint, or during this stream, which is awesome because I was thinking I'd only get 1 done. But since I got 2 done during the stream, I have the rest of my evening to just do some video editing. So I'm very excited about that. And also thank you, Dan, for letting me know that I hadn't started the timer. And James, 164 words. Nice. Look, my throat is killing me. So yeah, very great stream as far as productivity. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm riding a high right now. I kind of want to keep going, but I do need to go visit my parents. It looks like I don't know, it looks like it's raining or it's going to storm soon. So I'm going to try to get over there as quick as I can so I can make it back before it gets really bad outside. Edited 657 words in 2 sprints. It's going to be a long process. Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta love it, right? Like, I think definitely so far, I mean, this is my first novel that I've finished. Um, so far, I really love the outlining process, and I'm really loving, even though it is difficult, I'm really loving the like revision and editing process. Like, I really just love drafting. Like, the first draft is hard for me. It has its moments where it's like kind of fun and exciting, but it's mostly just like stressful, trying to get the words out. But I love once like the draft is out, like I love being able to see the progress and seeing it get better with every draft. I love that. Like I love that feeling. Like every time I make a change, I'm like, like it's getting closer to its final form and like what I have going on in my head and like the story that I want to tell. Like every time I revise and like edit and write a new draft, it's just getting closer to the final product, and it's so exciting. 266 words. I didn't get this chapter done, but oh well, I'll try to finish it tonight. I'm sure you can finish it tonight. And even if you don't, you made progress, you showed up, and that is amazing. First draft is stressful for me too. It really is. Um, yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm hoping that with every book that I write, it'll get a little bit easier. I think a big thing for me was like trying to get it right. Like, even though I knew that like the first draft is not meant to be good and it's really just getting the story out, even though like I knew that in theory, like I knew that logically, there was a part of me that like I think would just get stuck on uh trying to translate all of these like images in my head into like words on a page. Um if it wasn't coming out right, like it was very frustrating. And so I'd get stuck a lot with that. Um but it definitely helped to remind myself it doesn't need to be good. Like you can literally just write trash as long as you get the general gist of it out. Like that's fine. So yeah, the zero draft was. a bit stressful, and it was very, very underwritten and not good. Uh, but it's been so good since then. Slow going, and still stressful in its own way. But like seeing seeing it get better, I could outline all day. Honestly, if I could get paid to just outline, like if I could just write an outline and like publish that and like just give people like the gist of the story and people were happy with that. If I get paid to just do that, ooh, and like, do like research for things, like I just, yeah, I love the outlining and planning, um, the planning stage for sure. Chapter 26 of 34, so getting there, nice. Main first edit is satisfying to see the book slowly become polished. Yeah. Next edit will be fixing and last issues of the story and getting more feedback. Nice. Yeah, I'm really excited for my like this is so the zero draft was getting the words out, the story out. The second draft was more there was like some line level editing going on, but the main purpose of that draft was getting like filling in the holes, the gaps that I had left from the zero draft. There was some developmental stuff, but mostly it was like filling in the story. And then this third draft is my first kind of big developmental pass. And then, like I was mentioning before, there's going to be like two more drafts of more like refining the developmental stuff, and then it'll be more of the little things, which I kind of feel like is going to be my favorite part. Like I love line level editing, like just making a sentence sound good. I love it. I can see the potential behind those bad words. Yes, yes. I love it. I love looking at my in one of my early videos, like in 2020 when I first finished the zero draft. I compared my zero draft to like Sloth from the Goonies. I don't know if anyone's seen the Goonies, but Sloth from the Goonies. That's what like. That's what I imagined if I could put my zero draft into like a physical form. It's Sloth from the Goonies. So like it has most of the things technically that it needs. It has eyes, has a nose, has a mouth. Um, they don't look good. And so the goal is to get it from like Sloth from the Goonies to Thor, you know? That's the end goal. So yeah, I love there's something about like seeing this like deformed little like not complete thing and like seeing it grow into something beautiful. Um, I love it. I love it so much. A second book I wrote, the first draft was a lot quicker because I learned that half of it goes in the bin. I'm so no longer precious. Yeah, yeah, definitely learning to be less precious about things is something that I'm trying to do right now, and I think sending it to CPs for the first time is really gonna help with the whole like learning to not be so precious. I'm very excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited for it. Uh, you know what? Yes, I am both. I am both. I underwrite and overwrite at the same time. I underwrite the good stuff and I overwrite things that I don't need, that I just don't need, like details about things that I just don't need. And then like the stuff that I do need, like the real meat of certain things, I underwrite it. So yes, I am both. But I want to say, God, I really am both. Because I want to say I'm an underwriter because I don't write enough of what I need. But I also just like I can write a lot about stuff. I could go in like I can describe things for days. Um, I think it comes from like my movie, like screenwriting background in terms of like describing the scene and like the way things look and like the visuals. And, screenwriting is obviously a very different beast from novel writing because screenwriting is very um like visuals based, and novel is like more mind. It's more like in the character's head and stuff. So, sometimes I'll go on like describing, you know, something that's going on in the scene, and it's like, "Hello, let's focus here, okay? Like, okay, there's, whatever going on over there, but I don't need to write about that. I don't. I think it's easier to add words when I've underwritten than to cut words. Yeah, I don't know. I've gone back and forth about that. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to have too many words and like just like cut things than to like try to scrape together and like pull the words together that I need to get um, something to where it needs to be. But I also can see how, especially like in my story, how sometimes I've like written a bunch of stuff that I, don't really need, and it's hard to know where to cut and like how much to cut. Um, but yeah, I've gone back. I've felt both ways about that. Yeah, yeah, I can see how it'll be easier. It could be easier in a lot of ways because there's not like all this stuff getting in the way. There's not like a bunch of extra stuff that you don't need. I'm an underwriter. I write only what I need and add more later. Yeah, I do a little bit of both. I do a little bit of both. What genre is your book? What is it about? I was thinking that it was more horror, but after your short about contemporary romance, I was confused. Yeah, no, it's not horror. You would think that I mean, I will eventually write a horror novel. Um, but no, it's a new adult contemporary. I have struggled to come up with any sort of short pitch, about what it's about. But I wrote something the other day on my threads. Like somebody had asked me on my threads, what we call it? Threads? Um, someone had asked me. So I just wrote a quick little like thing. Let me let me find what I wrote because this is the best way I've been able to summarize it so far. Okay. Um, so Ben, it's a new adult contemporary, and basically what's going on in this story. Hang on, let me read it because I'll mess it up. So yeah, the quick pitch that I've come up with so far is it's a contemporary novel about how a chance meeting quickly blooms into ephemeral yet life-altering relationship sprinkled with a road trip, some family drama, and a little bit of a quarter life crisis. That's what I've got so far. It's not good, okay? But those are some elements and some things that go on in the story. I haven't yet. When I come up with like a good pitch, a good little like quick synopsis, I'll post it everywhere. But yeah, it is not horror. I'd like to get to horror someday soon, but currently I'm writing a good old contemporary. I really like stories about like the human condition and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at currently. I do have an outline for a like paranormal, I don't know what to call it, paranormal urban fantasy, maybe, duology. So there's that. I'm definitely gonna be mixing genres. Like I'm not gonna stick to one genre, especially to start. I don't think people are gonna be very confused. People are gonna be very confused, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll figure out exactly like kind of where I want to go. But right now, I do have you know stories in different genres that I want to tell. So we'll see. Sorry for the confusion. Uh, I'm similar but opposite. I don't describe details of scenes and locations and spend 2 pages on a character fixing a generator or something stupid. You know what? Yeah, I love that, and I feel that because there are times when I don't. describe the setting very much, and that's because like I just don't really have a good idea of this setting. But then there's other times where I do like just go off on this tangent about a certain detail or like a certain thing going on. Uh, so I do feel that. A lot of the times my characters don't even have physical descriptions until editing. Honestly, same. I'm noticing that I like when someone's like first introduced, I'll do like a little bit of a physical, but then I don't really. Um, and I personally don't love when somebody describes like someone's full outfit like every time there's a new scene and there's like a new it's like a new day and they're like wearing something new. Like I don't need to know what they're wearing every single new day. Um, but I like a little bit of that sprinkled in, and I haven't quite done that. So that's definitely something that I'm adding in this draft. I'm adding a lot in this draft, and I hello, and I'm sure I'll be adding a lot more stuff in the next two drafts at least. So we'll see. I spend so much time researching things like how damn generators work. I have to write about it. Only after do I realize what I've done. See, this is something that I've struggled with too, as far as uh, choosing what POV, what PO, no, yeah, like what POV to write this story in, especially because I went with first person POV because I feel like it makes sense for the story and like the way that I wanted it to work. And I think it's good. I think it's the right way to go. Um, but I think that I still struggle with, you know, I feel like when I'm writing in first person, obviously it should be through the lens of that character that you're writing in. But I feel like my like author voice comes through too much, and that's when I start like describing things in a way that like I would if I was writing in third person. And there have been many times where I'm like, I need to remember that like this character might not know these details or might not like care, like notice these details or whatever. So that's still something that I think I'm working on and that I think I need some feedback from CPs about, especially is like I feel like sometimes my like author voice is coming through too much and it needs to be more of like my first person character voice. Does that make sense? So yeah, there are times where like um I'll like write down details about something and then I'm like, would she know that? Like or would she care? Um or is that just like me? Is that just like author Diane being like, I want to add this detail in because it sounds good or like it like, makes the scene whatever. But with first person, you got to be careful. Yeah. Yeah, it's limiting in a lot of ways, but it's also I don't know. I really like first person. I love being that close. And I love the voiciness of like first person and like that personality. So I think that's something I need to bring into my story a bit more is that voiciness, that like first person voicey kind of vibe. Because right now it's feeling a little bit too like third person limited. But anyway, yeah, it's a thing. Uh, Dem can be ingrained in future characters. Yeah, definitely. They're hard when one character knows something and the other doesn't. Yeah, I mean the way that I've written this, like the way that I've written this story, I don't need necessarily outside information or like how do I say this? Like, I'm not feeling like, "Oh, I wish that my character could be, in that room listening to that conversation," or, like, whatever. Like, I don't feel that. Like, I don't feel like I'm struggling with that. Um, so it's been okay, but yeah, you can add the flavor in after that. Absolutely. I've kind of gone from, like, my 0 draft was, like, it had, like, moments of, like, really saturated flavor, like, it was just too much, like, voicey and, like, stream of consciousness stuff. So I've cut back on that quite a bit, which I think has made, the prose stronger. But I don't wanna do that so much to the point where I lose that, like, voicey first person vibe. Usually write third person, but the first few times I've used first person. I love being able to bring the character voice to the narration. Yeah. I love I love that. Um, I'm pretty comfortable writing in both first person and third person, like third person limited especially. I've never tried doing any sort of like dual POV or like third person omniscient where like I can be in everybody's head. I've never really tried that. I'm pretty good with like first person or third person limited. So I'm like really close. But we'll see, I'm still at like the beginning of, my writing career. I mean, not career-wise, yeah, but I've been writing forever, but taking it seriously and like really actually learning the craft and growing in my craft, I feel like I'm still pretty early, and I have a lot to learn, and I'm very excited. But anyway, oh my gosh, it's already 6:20, guys. I talk way too much. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat. But I could talk forever until my throat literally pains me. It's hurting so bad. Okay, I can't tell if it's raining, but I'm gonna go see my parents. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Friday? Maybe Friday. What is Friday? Oh, I have an appointment Friday. Um, if not Friday, I'll definitely be doing a stream on Sunday, the 16th, which is my like original soft deadline for this third draft of Ben. So we'll see where I'm at on that day. But yeah, so if not Friday, I'll definitely be doing a stream on the Sunday. I'll put up a thingamabob in the next couple days. And yeah. But thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me. I'm sorry I keep forgetting the timer. It's becoming a thing. I don't know why that started, but it's real. Love you. Yeah. I'm also looking forward to that. But again, thank you.